the shots till you wake up. Count every second on every clock.
Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, let me
Hey, so I was thinking, since you're past 1,000 subscribers now, you should do a commentary on something you said you weren't ever going to do.
No!
Do it, or I'll kill you.
I mean, that's fine. I'm pretty okay with dying at this point.
Do it, or I won't kill you.
Well, fuck me eyes, Palorino. Looks like you got me there. I guess I'll have to do something on, like, feminism or some shit.
By the way, your mom said she...
Fuck! Gledilega hope to that clear, everyone. This is MrSirRaven with another commentary just in time before the new year happens. So yeah, feminism is a very messy topic and I have for the longest time tried to stay away from it. But I figured since I got 1,000 subscribers, which is rad, I'm gonna at least talk about something somewhat related to it. So today I'm gonna be talking about someone who's been stirring up quite a bit of waves in the anti-feminist community, TheAtheistGamer. For those of you who don't know, TheAtheistGamer is a channel that's become quite infamous for a fairly dastardly commentary done on Morgan TV. The commentary got the attention of more well-known member in that community, Bearing, who made a video covering the atheist gamers. This led to a lot of people flocking to his videos and him getting a lot of hate, mainly because people found out that a lot of his videos show very shoddy editing, piss poor points, sometimes even a lack of any points, and him just being a dick to people he covers. Recently, he made a video titled, "Why I Make Videos Like This." Judging from the title, the screenshot, and the fact that liking and commenting is disabled, you know that there's going to be two things very prominent in this video: whining and angst. So let's not wait any further and just jump right in.
You already know from the title of this video on what this is about. On why I do these things. Well, my original intent was to become popular enough to help other YouTubers. In a similar sense of on how certain YouTubers who get enough subscribers or enough viewers would tend to have guest speakers on their channel.
Okay, pretty good start if we're going to ignore the terrible lighting you're doing for this video. But having watched this video, I really don't get the feeling your goal was ever to help other YouTubers in the way that you've mentioned. Although subscriber count doesn't necessarily stop you from doing that, by the way. That's still exposure to people who may have or may not have seen that person. And even then, you have 2,000 plus subscribers. That's quite a bit. Plus, with stuff you say later on, I get the feeling this is more or less admitting that you wish you were way more popular.
The thing is that it took me about 3 to 4 years to get the amount of subscribers that I have today, and even longer considering that I was on YouTube way before the whole anti-feminist thing. I was an anti-feminist before it was cool. Yeah, you could say that.
See, the way you're kind of saying this makes it sound like that you expected way more subscribers. Why else would you be making this assertion of, I was around here way before everyone else was? Like, great, whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean you deserve subscribers.
But the thing is that I really legitimately tried my very best to entertain every one of you. Clearly, it's not enough. My best was not enough. My apparent avatars, I guess it's just too boring. Yeah, that's the excuse. It's just too boring to watch.
Your avatar? That's the reasoning? No, man. The reason why you haven't got what you think you deserve has nothing to do with something superficial like that. For the sake of this, let's go look at some of his videos and I'll show you a big problem with them. One I'd like to showcase is his video on the SFSU incident between Bonita Tyndall and Corey Goldstein, which he made 8 months ago. His video opens up with this floating hat avatar and just silence for a good 30 seconds. I can't tell if this was supposed to happen or that you had audio in there and it cut out. Let's go to your video about the Bud Light political ad, where you refer to the Equal Pay Act of 1963 as,
"Women don't get paid as much as men, and that is wrong.
Yeah, you're totally right about that. Except for one issue, and that is the Equal Pay Act of 19-something that exists. You know, the thing that prevents companies from paying women less than men because, you know, they got a vagina.
By the way, nice video glitch there. I like how that was left in. Or let's look at your video, Men Can't Have to Feels, where your editing hits such a low point that you put your rebuttal point before the clip in question. Let me show you what I mean.
So if you do so care to see more episodes of Sit Back and Relax, if you guys want to support the work that I'm doing for Black Hollywood, for Black production, for Black opportunity.
Well, he is pretty goddamn funny. Seriously, you should watch his Old Spice commercials.
So 2 years ago, actor Terry Crews wrote this book. Yeah, the big, muscular, dark-skinned black guy that white people genuinely smile around.
And that's pretty much like this for the entire video. So this tells me that a lot of your problems don't come from the fact that it's your avatar. Oh no, this seems to be more of a problem with effort. That's a pretty glaring issue to me. And it's not like that these are all super old videos. They were made 8, 5, and 2 months ago respectively. Could you not be bothered to watch your video all the way through before uploading to see if there were any errors? Could you not be bothered to look up what year the Equal Pay Act was signed into law? That legit only took me 5 seconds.
You know, fuck the points that I made. Fuck the jokes I made. No, it's the avatar. It's always have to be me.
What points? The points involving research you couldn't be bothered to look up yourself? You even admitted in your own video that on your commentary on Morgan TV, you didn't feel that you had to use points. And I wish I could show that video, but it seems that Bearing's channel was wiped and that the Atheist Gamer deleted that video. Strange that. And you make it sound like that you were targeted, like you were just the unlucky person to be targeted for hate. There wasn't some secret conspiracy to blast you over the internet, and the fact that you think so is rather.
But the thing is that despite the fact that I'm pretty much an underdog, even though I've been here for years now, I've been trying my very best to come up with new ways to tackle the situation when it comes to feminism. I always create special videos whenever I reach a certain amount of subscribers. I try to entertain, make a few jokes. I even made a few songs. But overall, it's just not enough. It's just... I tend to get more viewers when I make these special videos, but not that much. It's just really pathetic and sad that I put all this effort in for what? A mere 400, 500 views?
Oh, so now we're gonna whine about viewership? Atheist Gamer, you have over twice as many subscribers as I do, and in the last 5 months, it looks like your videos have been averaging on around 800 to 1,000 views. Are you really gonna be bitching about that? What, did you expect to be the next Darken of a COD? The next Teal Deer? The next Armored Skeptic? I can't believe you're gonna whine about having 400 to 500 views on videos. Some people on YouTube yearn to have that. This doesn't seem to have anything to do with that people are just picking on you, and more that you're just selfish and expect way more from the community. People don't owe you anything because you're a creator, and while that's sad and a harsh thing to hear, it's the truth. And the sooner you realize that, the more you save yourself from disappointment in the future.
That's, pretty fucking sad. Charming Man 93, he can get the same amount of viewers just by talking.
Except from a first glance at Charming Man 93, he puts a lot of effort into his videos. They're well produced, they're streamlined, and he actually provides proof for his claims. Also, the fact that he uploads quite frequently might also have something to do with this as well. Also, he isn't insulting his fanbase just because he doesn't get enough views, which you just did.
No editing, no nothing, just simply being himself.
Because he doesn't drag out what he says. He has a really good speaking tempo, he's lively, he's well lit. By the way, a few of the ones I've watched to do research on this video do have minor editing on them.
I can't do that. I can't do that despite the fact that I somehow do the exact same thing as Charming Man 93.
But you don't. Your editing, your comedic timing, your points, and your attitude is not the same as his. Charming Man 93 makes pot shots, yeah, but he seems fun and he's doing it to be a good sport. He never got raged or got pissy unlike you have. Also, I'm just gonna say this, comparing yourself to people who are more popular than you and wondering why you aren't as popular as they are is a very dangerous mentality to have. It is an easy one to fall into, but you should never do that to yourself.
But if you guys knew me at all, is that there's a time and place where I tend to make fun of myself.
Okay, yeah, good. That's a good thing. Don't take yourself so seriously. If you can learn to laugh at yourself, then it makes you seem to be more amicable to be around.
For example, I tend to make pedophile jokes. Some people will accuse me for looking like a pedophile, so sometimes I tend to act like a pedophile, like, oh man, what color your panties are.
What? What the fuck, man? Like, there's things to joke about, but that might be one thing to not joke about. I feel that is something that could be misconstrued pretty easily and could end up being taken as something that is serious.
It's practically a fucking joke. There are times where I, just put jabs at myself, just poke jabs at myself. Like the typical anti-feminist video you see on YouTube. It's starting to get really fucking old. It's every time I see a pro-feminist video, they tend to make the exact same argument over and over and over again. And I realize that I'm responding to the exact same video over and over again. There's no variety in these videos. Some of these people are literally just lazy green clones.
Except they literally are not. Just because you happen to have the same alignment as someone else does not make you a clone of them. That's a pretty shoddy attempt to discredit the people on that side and to excuse your effortless behavior.
And my video on that girl, I was pointing, just jabbing myself with a stick, about on how I'm literally just responding to the exact same video over and over again. And I knew that if I made that video, probably very few people were going to watch it, because it's the exact same content again and again and again.
Then why make it? If you yourself say you wish to entertain and you know that you're just making the same video again and again, then why would you go ahead with it? That seems so counterintuitive to what you were saying earlier. You didn't have to make the video. You didn't have to commentate on the same subject over and over. You chose to do it. So I don't know why you're bitching about it here.
But unfortunately, the likes of Bearing seems to watch those videos.
Before I even watched this video, I just knew he was gonna bring up the bearing incident. Atheist Gamer, you really need to stop poking the bear on that issue. You're only making it worse on yourself. I watched that video and what he said was fairly tame, at least to me. I would have been way harsher on you, but he was extremely civil in that video. Besides, I thought you wanted people to see your videos. So you're mad that you don't get noticed, but then you're mad that you got noticed? I don't know. What do you want? You just...
Because I'm putting up with your constant whine, and I won't last too long.
Yeah. I don't know why all of a sudden Bearing would watch my videos. Not that he commented on any of them, nor did he like any of those videos. No, he had to decide to go after me.
My god, how fucking caustic are you? Bearing, nor anyone, owes you fucking anything. What, did you expect for him to like it because you're on the same side here? Part of the same community? I think the problem is less that people expect too much from you and more that you expect too much from people.
This is the thing that I hate the most. Is that when people start paying attention at the wrong times.
So there's a right time and a wrong time to be paying attention to you? What the fuck is this? You can't complain about not getting attention, but then also complain about getting attention. You either want it or you don't. Pick one.
When they decided to go after me like that, it pisses me the fuck off.
Once again, you're making it sound like that this was calculated, like people planned to go after you, but they were just biding their time until you slipped up. No, It's that you made a really terrible video, and when you're in a very debate-heavy and volatile community like you are in, it's gonna attract a lot of attention. Anytime a super terrible commentary is made and that person is in the community, it draws a lot of negative attention. That's the nature of it. Not only do you have to deal with that, but I think you should honestly expect that and not cry like a baby about it.
That only now, when I started to see the patterns, when I started to make fun of myself again, when I started to look all creepy again, all of a sudden, people started watching. People started to care.
But that's on you. You have to treat YouTube sometimes like a genie in a bottle. You asked for attention, and boy did you get it, just not positive attention. It's pretty bad to expect that you can become big and well-liked when you're in such a community that involves a lot of debate, criticism, and entertainment.
I am seriously thinking that this little community we have, where we all gather up to make fun of feminists, we're really fucked up in the head.
Here we go again. This is the same shit Guri Gorlo X and TheAtheistGamer and so on and so forth pulled when referring to the commentary community. I feel that their critiques on the community had less to do with actual grievances and more that they got blasted and didn't know how to handle it. Now, let me say that at least in regards to the commentary community, there are legit criticisms of it that I have, and I've seen people make fairly okay points about it and definitely show that sometimes the community is kind of shit. But I do feel that sometimes the community is terrible does sometimes come off the heels of being criticized and thus is reactionary. And we can argue case by case about whether or not that's true with the CC, but it does happen sometimes. However, with the case of the Atheist Gamer here, I wholeheartedly believe that this is reactionary. The attitude is, after all, coming after a few months of getting some negative attention caused by himself. Also, the fact that he hid the like to dislike ratio and comments on all of his videos says that too. Saying that the community is fucked up is reactionary, and you know it is, Atheist Gamer. Also, what did you fucking expect? You're in a community that's about criticizing others, that's about debate. Just because you're on a side does not necessarily mean that you're safe from that side. And that's a good thing. It's good to not have a hive mentality like that in your community. It means that you have people who can actually be free thinkers.
But hey, what do I know?
Apparently you don't know a lot since you expect so much shit from people.
I'm just getting sick and tired of responding to the exact same feminist video, the typical feminist video. I need feminism, the wage gap's a myth, the whole, women get raped more likely than men because, insert feminist statistic here. We're responding to the exact same videos over and over again. And, of course, there's this new trend where, there's more than two genders, but, again, eventually we're going to end up repeating the exact same arguments over and over again. It's just tiresome.
Then do something about it. Stop making videos on them. Make them on something else, for fuck's sake. You're whining about things that are in your control here. If people want you to keep on doing what you have been doing, then that's their prerogative. But you have the power over yourself to change that if you want. So either change what you do or shut up. Because no one wants to hear someone whine about something that they can easily change but don't.
There's really nothing more to say. Outside of I'm supposed to sincerely apologize. I don't know how sincere I can be, considering that I really don't know how to be truly sincere about this.
Since the Atheist Gamer does a terrible job at providing clarification for what he's talking about here and is expecting that everyone knows what he is talking about, he's referring to the commentary that he did on Morgan TV, the one that landed him in this mess in the first place. I'm guessing that a lot of people wanted him to apologize to her over this matter because he was outwardly cruel towards her, and his video was just nothing more than really insulting her. But the fact that you don't know how to be sincere in an apology is kind of embarrassing, really. You have no clue how sincerity works here. Are you that much of a bitter person?
And quite frankly, it's starting to get really, really fucking annoying on how I'm not being sincere enough.
Why are you putting it in quotes like that a sincere apology isn't a thing? It's pretty fucking easy to do a sincere apology. Let me explain how, because apparently you don't get it. 1, you recognize what you did wrong and why that action was wrong. 2, you understand how that negatively affects the person you're apologizing to and realize that you wouldn't like someone doing the same thing to you. 3, you apologize without any buts or excuses on why you did what you did. There doesn't need to be a reason why you did what you did. It was wrong, and that's all that matters. This is something you learn growing up as a kid, and the fact that you don't understand how to be sincere in apology is kind of sad.
Because it's just really fucking sad. So, this is as sincere as possible. And if it's not sincere enough for you jackasses, then feel free to leave my fucking channel.
What a great way to start a sincere apology. Call the audience jackasses, raise your voice, seethe with vitriol, and tell people essentially to fuck off if it's not good enough. I think another problem with you is that you just have way too much anger, man.
So, Morgan TV, I am truly very sorry that I insulted you. I'm truly sorry that I provided no facts to back up my claims.
Your tone is kind of a bit threatening here, but okay, good start, good start.
Despite the fact that I literally pointed out that this is the exact same pro-feminist videos that's been on YouTube for years now.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Atheist Gamer, this isn't sincere and you know it. You can tell me to fuck off all you want, but you don't make excuses when you're giving an apology, especially one that is insulting the person you're apologizing to. This is extremely insincere and just a shitty thing for someone to do. You're not sorry at all. You don't realize what you did was wrong, and you don't understand how negative it was. It doesn't fucking matter if her video was the same or not, because you have this projection of that everyone knows that all feminist videos are the same. If you're not gonna make claims in your videos that are not common knowledge, then you need to have sources. You didn't want to do the research for your videos, and it shows Mr. Equal Pay Act of 19-something.
And I even pointed out that you would probably not check the facts. You would probably not even bother to look at the video. And yet, surprisingly, you do.
So what, you're mad at her because you made an assumption and it ended up biting you in the ass? Well, that's on you, not her. So I don't know why you're taking this tone with your failed attempt at an apology. You should just know not to bank so hard on assumptions.
Yes! How very odd that the very first time that the Atheist Gamer gets it wrong, and then everyone has to come in and say that this guy has to be wrong.
So now we actually get to the real crux of the apology. You're not sorry about what you did, and that's blatant. You're sorry that you got caught. Because let's be honest here, you never would have made an apology to Morgan TV if you knew that you could get away with it. You admitted it yourself that you fucked up in that video, and you're upset that the internet put its eyes on you. So you can throw your little conniption fit, but I'm not going to be hoodwinked into not seeing what's actually going on here, and no one else is either.
But, you know what? Fuck Bearing fans. Alright? Fuck those bastards.
Oh, so now you're gonna put the blame on Bearings fans? First of all, nice job cursing out people in the middle of an apology. That'll surely win you respect. Definitely. Second, why are you getting mad at them for calling you out on the thing you yourself admit that you did wrong? You're in a community where people voice their opinions. Why is it okay for you to do that and not okay for them to do it? Let this be a lesson for not just the Atheist Gamer, but for everyone. If you're gonna step into a community that is based on debate, then be prepared to get hate. Do not expect people to like you, especially not right away, and especially not unconditionally. If you're not prepared to handle that, that is not the place for you. Yeah, getting hate sucks, and it's not nice. But for someone who has been as inexorable as you have, Atheist Gamer, it comes off as very two-faced to be getting pissy about being at the receiving end of the hate stick.
This is about you, Morgan. So, I am sorry that I did not provide any facts. Let's see. What else? I'm sorry that I told you to kill yourself. Well, actually, I didn't tell you directly to kill yourself, but you get the idea. I am very, very, very sorry that I've told you to kill yourself. Indirectly.
You know, it's astounding that you can't even seem sincere at an apology over telling someone to kill themselves. Your attitude and tone just makes this seem like it's a chore, that you're just doing this so you can tell people, there, I did it, now leave me alone.
I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry that I attempted to send you my fans over to your channel to dislike your video, to hate on you, cause you misery.
So you're gonna get all pissy over Bearing fans bothering you and getting mad at Bearing for covering you. But here you are, admitting that you tried to actively get your fans to harass someone. You've actively admitted to attempting to sick your fans on her, and you want to complain about getting hate from Bearing fans. You have no right to complain. What Bearing did was just debating with you. His fans have a mind of their own, and I'm pretty sure Bearing supports the notion that people shouldn't just harass the people he covers. What you are confessing here is bullying. Really think about that.
I don't know what else, despite the fact that I don't really have that many viewers, not many subscribers.
Don't excuse the fact that you want to harass her by saying you don't have enough viewers and subscribers. You have over 2,000 subscribers. Morgan TV has about 1/10 of what you do. You can whine about your viewership all you want, but do not fucking lie that you do not have some pull over her, because it's extremely unbecoming. Someone with your subscriber count and viewership could easily abuse their viewership to harass an account like hers to smithereens.
By comparison to other YouTubers. Seriously, I don't have that many followers.
Yeah, sure, if you want to play the numbers game and compare yourself to the likes of Sargon of Akkad or something, but to say that 2,000 is nothing is a joke. Maybe your problem is that you're putting too much weight on being the next big anti-feminist / atheist / anti-SJW / whatever channel there is out there. But maybe instead you should be content with what you have instead of being envious over what you don't have. Because it's obvious you've turned into a bitter and angry person that people generally don't like. Plus, if you're so ravenous for getting views, I figured that you'd understand this little tentativo per pietà you're doing here will end up doing more harm than good.
I'm hardly a blimp on the radar.
Like hell you are. A lot of people are talking about you, especially now. You're not a blip. You've gotten some attention to your name. Granted, not a lot of positive attention, but this is the bed you've made and you're gonna have to lie in it. Nobody twisted your words, nobody slandered you. You did this to yourself.
But you get the idea. I am sincerely, really freaking sorry for all of this. I hope that you and I can become friends.
It's like you honestly tried, TheAtheistGamer, to not be as sincere as possible. That you want to be as passive-aggressive as you could be. Which, if that's the case, well, that just makes you a shitty person.
I did my best. This is the sincerest apology that I've done. Ever.
If that's the case, then you really need some help. This isn't a joke, I'm serious. You need help if that's all the heartfelt sincerity you can muster. And at 11 minutes and 30 seconds, we finish off this wreck of a video. Honestly, I don't see how the TheAtheistGamer could honestly bounce back from this. He dug himself a hole that's gonna be hell to climb out of. For my final thoughts, I'd rather address all of you than him. Specifically those who are looking to join or have just joined a community like the CC, like the anti-SJW community, or anything of that nature. It's important for you to understand that if you're going to join, you need to know some harsh realities of these communities. 1. Do not expect to be popular right away. People want to be entertained, and to entertain means to put in effort. The more it shows, the more people will flock to you. But the lazier you are, the more it's going to show in your work, and that will make people highly critical of you. 2. Grow a thick skin. This is generally true of the internet and probably just life in general, but people are assholes and they'll be mean to you. They will treat you like shit. Communities like this thrive on debate and controversy, so you need to be ready to be flamed, especially if you get it wrong. Be practical, do not be idealistic. 3. Make your content for you. Expecting that your viewers give you praise all the time is highly imprudent. No one owes you anything, even if they subscribe to you, even if they like you. But at the same time, do not force yourself to make content you don't want to do. 4. Appreciate what you have. Since it's the holidays, I feel this message is extremely fitting to have. So what if you only have a small number of subscribers? Be happy with that. Enjoy that you have that. Playing the numbers game only ends up hurting you in the end. More often, you will be disappointed. And with that, I'm going to end off the video here. Once again, thanks to everyone who follows me for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I had a big thank you planned at the end of this video, but this video is dragging out and I don't want to keep anyone. However, I will be planning a 1,000 subscriber Q&A deal soon, so look forward to that. And I'll do my whole big thanks there. So until next time, this has been MrSirRaven saying bless and chop, 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 chop.
Head up, dear, you shall one way.